Today we're showing you how to set up your suspension sag, and we're also going to be doing front springs and replacing the rear spring, but we just wanted to get a baseline and show you how this slacker tool from Motool works. And it's pretty nifty. It's all digital. It's got this nice little cable on it, little remote setup. So first thing that you want to do is you set it right about your pivot point there, go down to the axle, and then bring that up, and right about there is where you're going to set the hanger. So it's got a nice strong magnet, fits right on the pivot bolt there, little screw clamp, set that in, and then it just hooks right to the bottom. Power it up. And then it's also got this nifty little remote that plugs in right on the side here. And we'll show you the same display there up here on the bars. Set that up. Alright, so right now it's zeroed out and there's no weight on the suspension at all. We've got it up on our nifty little scissor jack. So what we're going to do is bring it down. So that the weight is on the suspension, and right now we're showing 28 millimeters of sag. Give her a little jounce there, get it settled. Comes in at 36 millimeter. So that's your static sag. Next thing that you want to check is the rider sag, so that's your weight on the bike. So come up here, set on the bike, and we're right at 110 millimeter with no gear on, which is actually pretty close. But we're going to take this all apart. We're going to put a heavier spring in just to see if we can get a little bit better performance out of the bike. Been having issues with it wanting to lose the rear end, and from what I can figure, stiffening up the suspension should help out with that quite a bit.
Alright, 828 Racing Void Suspension. I got a tip for you on this. First of all, you want to be super hungover and just be on a party bus. No, that isn't it. So you got all this grime and whatnot. Yeah, you can probably see that. First of all, you're going to want to clean these threads using wire brush, a little bit of solvent, a little spritzer, get her good and lubed and lactated. You just, start working your brush like it's the first time you ever brushed your teeth. Basically, you just want to get all the dirt out of the threads. You don't want them sticking while you're trying to take this all apart. It'd be absolute bullshit. Alright, kind of cleanish. Some more cleaner on there. Yeah, the more the better always. Next step, penetrating. We like to use jerk off. Because when you're jerking stuff off, you gotta use the jerk off for the jerk off. So spray that on there good. Next step, get your old roofing hammer and a punch. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Give her a couple of knocks here. Get her moving. Oh yeah. You're gonna want to do this all in the bike. That way you're not fiddle fucking with it on the bench trying to get it to turn and putting in vices and having your buddy hold it with his foot. So you get that guy loose. It's pretty freaking loose. Give the other one a couple turns. The top one's the locking one. The other one actually holds the spring. So just make sure you get that before you get it out of the bike.
Figure out how to get the spring off here. So on these CRFs, you gotta take this little collar and clean all the bullshit out of it. Slide that out of the way. Then there's this little spring. You just take that out like that, slide it off. Take this locking collar, slide it off. And now you take your old crusty spring and just kind of feed that out of there and put that in the pile of things we won't use. And we get this brand new Race Tech. How was this one set up at? 6 pounds or 6 kg per millimeter. That one I think is a 5.2. Anyhow, much better. So I'm just going to put that on there. Hopefully it all fits. Up. Do that. Take our little locking collar. Put that on. And there are 2 sides to it. You got your totally flat side and your tapered side. Flat side towards the spring. That back on. Take a little snap ring bit. Make sure that's seated in there. And just slide that back up over. So we've got the rear back together, just kind of sitting there. We haven't set anything up yet. Now we're going to rip the front apart and swap the springs out. So first you gotta pull the front wheel, brakes, and then undo all the pinch bolts on the forks there, and everything just drops right out. It's all pretty easy. Alright, so what you want to do is get 2 of your dumbest friends to hold this. And then you put this little wrench on there, and you just give her a whack or 2. Break the cap loose. Alright. Good times. And we just loosen her the rest of the way up there. And drain all the oh, not so bad looking oil. And that takes a minute. Yeah, look at that.
Make sure to use your mom's best baking dish.
Yeah. She'll really appreciate it.
Even Stella's mad about it.
I know. So you get all the oils out of there for the most part. Swing it back together a bit. And then get your handy dandy vise. Clamp that sucker in there. And what I like to do is take a pull strap, loop it in there, across the top there, And hush. Shit. Yep. Run that clicker in. And take ratchet. And that fucked loose. That all loose out of there. Then give her a pull and get that all sposified. Take a wrench on the little locker bit. And use your floppiest ratchet. That off there. That can stay. And then loosen up that. Watch it rock it across the room. And take a little cartridge out. Spill some more oil.
Everything in the way.
Yeah, you want everything to be in the way. Stop it. Set that someplace where somebody will kick it. And you take the stock spring out and put it over there. And you take your brand new, heaviest available spring from Race Tech. Jam it up in there. Take this and slide it all back together. Super simple. Spin it back up. Get your ratchet strap. Give her a pull. Get your little valve there. And come on. Oh, this other one went so smooth. Yeah, we'll clean that out. Where's that break? Over here.
2 hours later.
2 hours later. All right. There's that. Bottomed out. Give it a good torque. Go. Spin that in. And torque it between 15 and 85 foot-pounds. Then you'll Google how much fluid it takes, 'cause nobody knows, except for us. 15. 50. We'll take a little bit of, we'll take a little 5, just to smooth it out. Bump that up to about 380 cc. Take your fork out of the vise. Drop it down. Now, because we just took the spring and didn't take anything else apart, we don't have to worry about the cartridge or nothing. Just fill her back up. Yeah, thirsty. And you just screw it all back together. And then it's ready to go back into the bike. Fancy. And now we reassemble. You slide around up. Get past all the old sticker goo. Count little lines. Get the sides matched. Take your fancy dancy spinny tool. Tighten up triple trees, and you're ready to throw the wheel on and brakes and guards and all that garbage, which we're going to put the wheel. Through the magic of video, a motorcycle again. So now what we're going to do is adjust the preload on the rear spring. We did a quick check and it's a little bit stiffer than it should be. So we're going to try and take, maybe 1 or 2 turns out of it. And because everything's so terrible, I need to get in there with a screwdriver. Can I even get it? I think I need a smaller screwdriver. Maybe. Yep. Oh well. So you get a smaller screwdriver. We have a smaller screwdriver, and just give her a little tap, tap, tap on the lock ring there, and just keep on spinning her until you get to a setting that you think is probably right. You'll be wrong, but you'll think you're right.
Alright, as you can see, got the bike all the way back together. Gonna check the sag for the last time. Pretty confident we got it at the right spot. So, just like we did before, I'm gonna zero our scale with no weight on the suspension at all. Tires hanging, free spinning. So, got this zeroed. Then we're going to take the weight and put it on the bike. And that's giving us a reading of 30 ounces. Let it really settle. And that's putting us at about 34 for our static, which is about right on the number. Now we're going to have the rider get on there. And he's going to bounce around a little bit, just kind of get an idea. Alright. And looking at 105, that's pretty much right on our number, so that tells us the spring's the right weight for the rider. maybe you'll lose a couple pounds. We'll put that other spring back in.
Oh.
But yeah, that's how we adjust our suspension for heavy rider riding supermoto. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.